Know what to do. Count us down, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
God of War, Ragnarok got snubbed for Game of the Year. Okay. let me no. We not now. We gonna start like that. Okay. I just finished.
Talk your shit.
Nah, Cause I just finished God of War Ragnarok, bro. How does this not get Game of the Year, bro? Explain that to me. Explain it.
I don't
know. Now, before you little nigglets come out here and be like, you never played Elden Ring. I don't care. Okay. Elden Ring, I've never played Elden Ring. This is true. But Elden Ring don't got what God of War got. Okay. It ain't gonna have the story that God of War God of War 2018 and Ragnarok has. Okay. Cause I just finished it. My God, bro. My God. How is this not a movie yet? I know they're doing a show, but how is this not a movie yet?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How is this not a movie? I'm surprised they didn't do this with the other ones. The first three.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
No. Get T.C. Carson, son. Get him. He could have been did it, bro. Yo, wow. Yo. Oh, extra snippet though. You know the first voice actor for Kratos, right?
I think I saw a video of it recently of the person that did it. Yeah. Have
you ever seen Living Single?
I don't think so. Maybe I just don't remember names of like stuff like that.
I'll show you the picture. But apparently, so I didn't know this until I was like a lot older. So the first person that voiced Kratos, he was like on like Living Single, which is like a big like black show. This was the show that Friends, you know Friends, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Monica, Chandler, and all that. So that's where Friends came from that. But I'm gonna show you a picture though, since you don't know what I'm talking. I'll show you a picture, whatever. So that was the first voice actor. The guy that does it now, I don't know if you know this, but
I know who does it now. Yeah.
Oh, so you know, okay, because you know he did Stargate and all that.
Yeah, Stargate.
Yeah. I never seen Stargate like that. I mean, I seen like here and there, but I was never like.
It was never really my thing.
Yeah, like I never faithfully watched it like that.
I remember seeing a couple episodes, but yeah, it wasn't really my thing.
Yeah. And I remember it was Christopher Judge.
Yeah, Christopher Judge.
I remember he had the little thing on his forehead.
Yeah, that I remember.
Yeah, that I remember. I remember that. Other than that, I remember nothing else. Apparently, Jason Momoa was in it too.
Yeah,
he was in Stargate too. I never would have even known.
Yeah,
I never would even know. It's crazy. Yo, it's crazy how Christopher Judge. I don't think he's ever done a movie, right?
I saw his this thing recently. I think he's done mostly TV shows. Yeah.
Yeah, even the TV shows, I've never really seen him do nothing. I haven't seen him in years. The only thing I know him for is Stargate, honestly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the only thing I know him from. Other than that, I don't know what else he does, but he need to do something. Because have you seen him recently?
Yeah, he said he wants to play Kratos in the live action.
He should. He absolutely should. He should. I ain't know. Him or The Rock?
No, keep The Rock out of stuff.
What?
For a little bit. Let his ego calm down a little bit.
All right. You know, you know who might be a good pick?
Who?
Batista.
People were saying that too.
I could see that, especially because he's not a bad actor at all. He's actually a good actor. You know, he's starting to get up there.
Yeah, he's starting to get better. Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting to get real better. So
I do want to see that movie that's coming out with him in it. I think it's Knock on the Door or whatever it is.
Oh, you know M. Night Shyamalan doing that, right?
Really?
Yeah.
No idea. I had no idea.
I didn't know either, but I went to the movies last week, and I went to the Regal movie theater, and you know how they show the coming attractions?
Yeah.
and then it said like an M Night Shyamalan movie. I was like, oh.
I've only been seeing trailers of it recently on TV when I watch
Me
like
too. Me
the
too. Me
football
too.
games and stuff.
Right, and I see it in the coming attraction of the movies too.
Wait,
I'm very interested in that.
speaking of football, once that Super Bowl comes around, there's gonna be a bunch of trailers we're gonna be have to
Oh, you
talk
know
about.
we're gonna be. You know we're gonna be reacting to those. I mean, not reacting, but you know we're gonna be talking about those
Oh yeah,
when they come out.
oh yeah.
Who,
There's gonna be a lot of them, a lot.
what? You know the Flash. I think the Flash is gonna be coming out too. You know. We gotta talk about that.
Definitely one trailer I could see coming in during the Super Bowl trailer.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, it's definitely gonna come during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if that's because I think I showed you. They showed the pictures already too.
Yeah, I've seen some of the pictures.
Yeah.
I've also seen some of the toy line, and they kind of spoiled
the.
So
No.
I don't know if anybody cares, but Dark Flash is gonna be the villain of this movie.
And I'm like, what the hell is a Dark Flash? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. He looked like Savitar to me.
It really does the way. Now again, it was a toy that I saw, so I really don't know.
Right. But it looks like an amalgamation of Savitar and
it's kind of sad where the time we're in, where now you could get spoiled off of toys now,
which is crazy. Like, I don't even know if it was like that back then. Like, I know they have certain toys.
Not really, honestly.
Right.
Like maybe after the movie came out is when you would get like those types of toys, honestly.
Right.
From what I can remember. But yeah, but now you gotta be careful.
Mad at them get
not even toys, Funkos, like you gotta be trailers even.
Nah, you know what it'd be the Legos.
Yes, the Legos.
The Lego ones
the
Legos. Be snitching.
Yes, for
snitching,
sure,
bro.
For sure.
Dry snitching. Because I remember when Wakanda Forever was coming out.
Yes.
I remember we saw the Lego ones for that, and then we knew it was a female one. So that's how you knew it was gonna be either probably more than likely be sure. Yeah, and that's my problem. I know, guys, we didn't do the introduction. I understand. Don't worry about it. You know who we are. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, okay? We're already into it. Whatever. Anyway, that's my problem with trailers nowadays. You showing too goddamn much. Stop showing the whole movie.
Yeah.
When we're gonna talk about AntMan later on, I felt like they showed too much.
And you know what's funny? It's funny because the Invincible trailer, we didn't get anything. They were just it was a fourth wall breaking trailer. It was a fourth.
And I love it.
It was great. I mean, it was great.
I loved it. I love the fact that it was just them talking.
It was unique.
We're gonna talk about that later.
It was unique.
Right, and it's just was like, you get it this month. You get it late December, something like that. Like they didn't even tell you they didn't tell you the actual date. They just told you coming out.
Yeah, 2023, sometime 2023.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're coming out. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later in more in depth. But see, even with that, I love that. I love the fact that we didn't get so much. And to be honest with you, I see why, because as somebody that's read the whole thing, because I read it before the show came out. I read the whole thing.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. You are not ready. I know I'm dead ass serious.
I believe it. Ready. I believe it.
You are not ready for them seasons to be coming out. Y'all not ready. I'm very surprised they didn't do this sooner. Honestly, very surprised they didn't do this sooner. But I'm glad they did it as an animation and not as a full length movie. I like a live action.
Yeah, I know.
I'm very glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they went this route. It makes sense this route because you can do whatever you want basically. But yeah. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. It showed too much, bro.
Yeah. Like
you're literally showing the whole movie. And I don't know if from what I've heard, I think John Campea said it too. Shout out to John Campea. I believe he said that it goes to a trailer company. They cut whatever they gotta cut to market the movie, and then boom, you're done. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I feel like there needs to be communication there because you're showing the whole damn movie. Now, the point of a trailer to me is to show the vibe of the movie. You know what trailer I feel like did it perfectly recently? Spider-Verse. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. I don't know why Miguel O'Hara, why Spider-Man 2099 is throwing homie like Kratos do in God of War. I don't know why he's doing this to Miles. But all I know is it's real. It's dangerous out here. And we got like a little bit of the vibe from last movie into this movie. And then what we're going to be going into right now. And then, like I said, it's not everything. You see maybe a few clips here and there, and that's it. Even if you see Benjamin B. Parker, you don't really see the baby, but you know that he's in a dad role. Right. But you don't see the baby. Like it's that quick. I just feel like trailers need to be like that now.
And they didn't really give you much of the story either. So
no, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Let me find out on my own, please. Yo, and you know who did it perfectly too? The Dark Knight trilogy. I have not seen a trailer where it was more than a minute.
Yeah.
For when they showed it. I think the longest one that I saw was The Dark Knight Rises, maybe.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Seen those, yeah.
Yeah, but even if you look at the '89 Batman trailer, I think all I saw was him in the car driving and maybe Joker. That was it. Maybe Kim Basinger. That was it.
I think even back then it was different to cut a trailer like that, though.
For real, it literally showed you two random ass scenes out of nowhere, and then you got the title. That was it. There was no 3-minute trailer of a movie. No, that didn't exist.
Yeah, I get you.
For those of you that were born mid-90s, let me tell y'all something. It wasn't like that back then.
And it's funny, even a teaser trailer can almost be like 2 or 3 minutes too, which is weird.
Yo, literally, and this is a teaser. A teaser should be like a couple of seconds of that.
Like at most maybe a minute.
I think like when they did Endgame, when they showed on the Super Bowl, it was literally a few seconds.
Yeah.
And we were all waiting for that teaser trailer to come out.
Yeah.
After Infinity War, we were salivating.
Oh yeah.
For that shit. You know, anyway. What's happening, guys? You know, we back in the bro cave. We had a little mini rant. We're gonna have a lot of rants coming, in this episode. So, stay back. You know what I'm saying? Stay comfortable. Stay tuned. My boy Buggy D Happiness Clown has a few words for the game developers out here. You know what I'm saying? With that said, my man, what is the first topic of discussion for today's episode?
So, one thing I've been ranting about this whole week, well, at least with you guys,
he was a monster.
Those that don't know,
cars and shit.
I play BRs, and one of the BRs that I play most recently, or the only one that I actually play is Apex Legends. And let me tell you, at the very beginning, Apex was very good. It wasn't how it is nowadays. Because Jesus Christ.
I never played, so I played like here and there, but I never was like, on it like that. Yeah.
Like I know BRs are usually like this, but this game, it has so many bugs, man. So many bugs.
This new iteration that came out.
I mean, literally, the game broke around season 12 when they introduced a new character. Like you couldn't see your materials that you had to craft items and stuff like that. You couldn't even play a game. You try to pick your legend that you wanted to play as. You don't even get the option to pick that legend because it would just randomly select one for you.
Really?
Yeah. Now there's a thing called heirlooms in the game where it's basically a legend's melee weapon, and $160 is what these collection events is what they're called. You got to drop $160 to get all 24 cosmetic items.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Back it up a little bit. I have to pay $60, $160 for cosmetic jewelry.
$160 a cosmetic item.
What the fuck is that?
That's been their practice since they've introduced it. And
Well, what is that
mind
exactly?
you, this is EA we're talking about. So you know, anything to get money, they're gonna do it. Mind you, this game has audio issues, bug issues. They've nerfed characters, and they haven't even bothered addressing these issues that are in the game.
Let me tell you something. EA is the Vince McMahon
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
of game developers, bro.
And like it's
man,
gotten to the point where the community is like against everything they do now. So
we looking at a strike.
Something's gonna happen soon because the community is gonna be. They're already up in arms with everything that's coming out. Because
Right.
The most recent collection event, we literally just had a collection event like last week, or it just literally just ended, and we're getting another one next week, or this week coming up right now. Mind you.
All right, so I'm a little bit done with with some stuff of the
it's okay.
The Apex stuff. So what's the collection thing you talk about?
So these collection events that they introduced are little events for a certain character to get their heirloom, their melee weapon. Sometimes
okay, gotcha.
Sometimes it'll be a town takeover. Sometimes it'll just be like a limited time event or something like that. And that's one of the things where this game suffers from, where there's not many options to play on the game. There's just battle royales and arenas, and even then, arenas people don't play it like that. They've introduced control, which is basically capture the objective. There's 3 points, A, B, and C. That one tends to be even more fun than the battle royale, but
yeah, because my problem was with the game was like the map was too large.
Yes,
for me.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes it'll be too large. Yes.
It wasn't like Call of Duty like you had, even Call of Duty is kind of a little bit bigger, but it's not that big of a deal. Like,
I'm glad you brought up Call of Duty, because there's some other BRs that have variety to choose from to play.
Right. But yeah, like the map was always too much for me. Like it's like it took you 2 hours just to find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And one of the trailers for the Apex collection events was literally the whole community saying, "Oh, I love the part where Bloodhound said, oh, let me use my wallets to pay this much money to get this item." That's basically all the comments were on that trailer. It's just the community bashing EA for basically digging at their wallets.
Good, and I feel like they should. I feel like they getting too comfortable with charging people X amount of money for extra content for a game that should be in there already. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I miss those, and we talked about that a while ago. We gotta do another video game episode too.
Yeah. Definitely.
I miss those times where we actually like got a game, full game, no extra DLC and more other bullshit. Like I miss those days where you just got everything right then and there. You just have to unlock it after you play the game for a certain amount of time and gather as many points or whatever. I miss those days. We need to get back to those, man.
And this most recent collection event is getting a lot of flack because it's just a recolor of an heirloom already that people already have. So you're paying $160 just for a recolor. Just for a recolor!
Just like Jordans, bro.
Don't even get me started on that, bro. That's why I never got into the shoe thing, honestly.
I never did either. Listen,
give me some black and white shoes, sneakers, and I'm good, bro.
Bird, like I'm cool with different colors, but I'm like, yo, literally, this is literally the same sneaker. Y'all,
exactly. I just
literally the same sneaker. You're just touching it up. You're just changing one thing from it. From
exactly.
When you did
That's basically what these companies in the gaming industry are doing as well.
And y'all, that's the thing. Y'all, it is buying it hook, line, and sinker. No disrespect, but it's like, bro, what are y'all doing? Bro?
And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be one of those people in the very beginning that threw money at Apex, but after a while, I said,
"Hey, listen,
I said I'm cutting you off because, like, noticing their practice is just a repeat and a recycle, bro. And sometimes they'll bring back these old skins that were in these previous events just at a discounted price, even though the discounted price is like still $20, even though
Right,
that's not much of a
exactly.
discount, you know.
Right, and that's and see, I don't know what it is with people, but I feel like people just don't want to do the work sometimes. Like you gotta understand, they're doing it because you keep paying for it. They keep treating you like shit. Excuse my language, because you keep letting them. If you keep paying for crap, you won't get served crap.
Speaking of crap, you know that
So,
the whole community was begging for stickers. Nobody wanted that shit, bro. Everybody, as soon as they introduced stickers, everybody's like, why aren't you fixing these fucking servers? Why aren't you fixing these matchmaking Like, it's stupid, man.
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People need to start. People need to start not paying for mediocrity. When you pay for mediocrity, you're gonna get mediocrity. Don't pay for it, then complain about it after. Stop doing it. It doesn't do anything.
This is where I'm gonna segue to the next part. So I found out last week that Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is gonna have a battle pass and a store.
Right. So just for people that don't know, and me too, please explain what's the gravity of that, if you don't mind, bro.
This game, it shouldn't have a battle pass, honestly. Like,
Right.
why are we getting a battle pass for a Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League? When I heard about this, I just immediately thought of Marvel's Avengers, honestly. That's
Yeah. Like,
immediately.
so let me get this straight though. So the battle pass is like basically you have to pay to upgrade your character.
You have to pay extra money just to get. I'm not sure what's gonna be in this battle pass, but it's usually
Right.
cosmetic stuff.
Right.
And yeah, you know how that is.
Right. And that's my thing too. Like, you know what? The only reason I'm not that upset about it is because this is Rocksteady.
I get
This
you.
is somebody that gave me the Arkham trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still mad with them about Deathstroke and about other shit too. But they've delivered on a lot of shit too. So that's why I have to give them, I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt with this. And I let me see where they're going. But I do agree with you. I don't think we need a battle pass for this. Like, because my thing was this was just like maybe a co-op game, maybe when you play with another player.
Exactly.
You know, I didn't think that it was gonna be like going online and shit. Like I had no idea about that. And my thing of it is, I don't think it needs to be that.
And that's the thing. Like, some of these games don't need it, bro. They really don't.
Exactly. And it's just like, and that's where it goes to where I was talking about earlier. Like, we don't need all of this. Oh, well, we were talking about. I'm sorry. We don't need all of this. We don't. This is not needed. Oh, this don't have to go online. It doesn't have to. I get that's what maybe you want to make extra money. I get that.
Yeah.
But you don't need it. Especially Rocksteady. Rocksteady don't need that. None of their games have been online. None of them.
No.
None of the Batman games have been online like that. Not really. That I know of.
Nah. Really.
I know for Arkham Knight you can play 2-player. You have that option. I know that.
Yeah.
I wish they would have continued that. But still, like, I don't think you need a live game for that. Is like, who else are you playing?
Yeah, right.
Like, what are you gonna do? Raids against the Justice League? Is that what we're doing? You're gonna do steal the bomb with the Justice League? Like, you gonna play steal the bomb with fucking Flash? You gonna do Nuketown with Superman? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand it. Yo, could you imagine doing Nuketown with Superman, bro? Like,
bro.
like, what are we like? Literally, what is this gonna look like? What is this gonna look like, bro? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
I just need to see more information on this battle pass before I make any more judgment on it, honestly.
Right, and I need to see the gameplay.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that yet. I need to see how this game is gonna play. This is what I need. I need to know the controls. I need to know how the shit is gonna play before I can make a legit Judgment Call.
Yeah, because I don't want to get burned like I did with Gotham Knights.
Not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that here. Nah, real quick though, Gotham Knights was a potential. It
It
really
had
had
potential. It had
it really had the
potential.
potential to be something good. Maybe not as great as the Arkham games, no, but it had the potential to be something very different.
Like
Something,
maybe a good B game. Maybe that's about it.
and I would have been
Yeah.
fine with that. I would have been fine with that. But for me, my problem was you were trying to be the Arkham games without really trying to be the Arkham. And it felt like to me like y'all didn't know what y'all wanted to do. I didn't know if
Yeah.
y'all wanted to go your own way or you want to just keep it like
It
that.
it felt like that sometimes, honestly.
Yeah, like especially with the quote unquote
Move.
stealth quote unquote stealth combat because there's no stealth combat here. Like
Yeah, it's just take down people. That's about it.
yeah, and that only works like half the time because you usually get caught. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have anywhere to where you can like really sneak up on people, especially if you're out on the fucking street. Like if you're in that little alley, there's only limited ways you can really get people. You know what I'm saying? And then on the top of that, the fact that the combat was trash too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Like the combat like really overstayed its welcome. Like y'all could have did better than this.
I didn't like the combat in the game, honestly.
Nah, I didn't. And Bruce Wayne, we don't even want to get into that. You can tell these people really hated Bruce Wayne, bro, because it's crazy.
I'm not gonna touch that on that subject anymore.
You know what though? I had heard a rumor like years ago, and I wish they would have did this. I heard that after Arkham Knight ended, they were gonna start a new Arkham series, or the next game was gonna be about Damian being
Really
Batman Beyond.
interesting.
I would have loved that. That would have been super dope. I mean, I would have loved that personally. I would have loved that. Or maybe had Dick Grayson become, Batman. That would have been fucking dope too. I would have loved that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny you bring that up because like they had Azrael in the Arkham games. I was kind of hoping they did something of the Nightfall stuff.
Right, exactly. Like even with Azrael, I don't know if you read. Did you read Nightfall?
I have the first. There's like 3 books of them.
Yes, you got the first book.
I have the first one.
Got you. Okay, so like even if you read the whole series, it's like Arizel is a very capable dude. Like this dude whooped Bay's ass. Now, mind you, and this is why I don't really like Bane in Night. Like I feel like him breaking Batman at that time was overrated. I'll be honest with you, because the way he went about it, like he literally waited until Batman got tired from fighting his entire rogues gallery, because it was at a point where Bane released all of Arkham's or like I think he blew up like Blackgate or something like that, or Arkham Asylum or whatever, and he let all of these villains go, all of these bad guys go, and Batman was rounding them up without rest. And Bruce was tired. He was literally tired. Dude was like raggedy, bro. Ain't shower, ain't rest. Got a 5 o'clock, got a 12 o'clock shadow. Like, dude he needed a good night's sleep. Didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? The Bane came through in the Batcave, which was badass, though. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, man literally broke into this man's house in the Batcave, was like, yo, my man, what's happening? Come get these hands real quick. And Batman ain't no bitch. You gonna be like, all right, bro, you gonna get these hands right now. Let's get it. And then he got his ass whooped. He literally got his ass whooped. Like, I see, like Bruce better than me. I'm gonna be like, bro, this ain't the time. You gonna have to come back like Tuesday, because I need to rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But G. Paul Valley, he beat Bane, but I think he had like he had made some gauntlets or some shit to kind of like hit harder.
Yeah.
And he defeated Bane. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they could give it to him for that. But I forgot what I was bringing it up. Oh yeah, I was bringing it up because Gene Paul Valley is a capable dude. Like I would have loved if we played as him throughout the game as well, trying to get through Bruce's Rogues Gallery. I think that would have been dope.
I thought that would have been like content they would have introduced, but I guess not.
Yeah, like, but I did like that we had the co-op thing, which was pretty cool. I wish we did more of that too. Like, I wish that would have been the archetype of Arkham Knights, honestly. I mean Gotham Knights too. Yeah, I would have loved that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, Rocksteady has done some things I didn't like. But they done a lot of shit that I did like. So I gotta see where it goes from that. I give them the benefit of a doubt. They've earned that for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, you remember when I remember when Arkham Knight came out? Because I worked at GameStop at the time. And I remember everyone, especially I didn't pre-order it. The pre-order was for like a big Batmobile statue or some shit like that when you paid with the game. I don't know if you remember.
No, I don't.
Oh, yo.
I remember getting the collector's edition. I don't remember where I pre-ordered it from, honestly.
Right. And then so they had to recall it because
oh shit, really?
Yeah, because too many people ordered it and they didn't have that much left. So they had to recall everything.
I mean,
give people their money back and all that shit. You know what? I didn't think I honestly did not think that it was going to be that big.
I gotta look into this now. I want to see what this.
Yeah, I remember that clear as day. How many people were pissed off? Because I worked at GameStop because they pre-ordered that before the game came out.
Yeah.
I remember how many people were pissed back then. I was like, bro, I don't know why you made that promise. You know you couldn't deliver on that, bro.
Yeah. And that's I don't blame people for being pissed off about that, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And that was the first fuck up that they did. That was the first one. Second one.
More.
Yeah, I mean, there was some more, but that was the first one for me.
Oh, okay.
For me. I was like, yeah, y'all done messed up, bro. And then the other thing was them making Jason Todd the Arkham Knight. Like,
oh yeah.
Like they made that. Honestly, I would have preferred Damian to be the Arkham Knight. I felt like that would have made more sense than Jason.
Was Damian a thing around that time?
No, he was living in Arkham.
Okay, there you go. You could have just new character introduced. Not really.
They were like, "Oh, we got the Arkham Knight. Who is he?" I'm like, "Are y'all serious?" and the messed up part with it was they had a DLC for Red Hood.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Came out, and that's why I was like, "Nigga, that's." And I was hoping, and even when that came out, I was still holding out that this was a misdirect and this was somebody else, but it wasn't. So I was upset with that. But yeah. Anyway, is that what you had to say about the games, bro?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We gotta do a video game episode. We gotta do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think you know what we should have one coming up because I just finished God of War, so
we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. And then we'll talk about it off panel. All right, y'all. So listen, we about to get into a lot of comic book stuff. So strap in. We about to get into it. I know this is kind of late, but we didn't get a chance to really talk about it.
Oh yeah.
The AntMan trailer. Quantumania. Let me tell y'all something. And I watched it a couple of times too. It's bringing me back to Marvel. It's bringing me back. It's bringing me back. You know what I'm saying? Because Phase 4 was hit and miss everywhere. You know what I mean? But here, y'all bringing me back right here. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, Phase 4 to me was a little bit like Phil. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, it really did.
It really did. Like not to say that there wasn't very important things that happened. I'm not saying that, but compared to what we usually get from the MCU,
to me the standouts would be Shang-Chi,
Spider-Man.
Moon Knight and Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, even Moon Knight, like Moon Knight could have been a lot better. I still loved
I
it,
agree. It could
but
have been better.
it could have been better. It definitely could have been better. And even Spider-Man. Spider-Man was story-wise a hot mess.
Oh yeah.
But I forgive it because of Andrew and Toby. That's that's the only reason I forgive it. And the you know and with them finally fixing MCU Peter, because I've had a problem with Peter. I know this is a side note, but I've had a problem with Peter Parker in the MCU or Spider-Man in the MCU for a minute, because they weren't making him like how you usually see him. He was basically like Robin to Iron Man, or Iron Man Jr.
Basically, he wasn't his own person.
Right. And that's what I loved about. And that's what I loved about Toby and Andrew. They were like their own men in the world, you know, and here was just like it was the first time I felt like Peter was a kid.
Yeah.
This is the first time I really felt that. Now, in the comics, when he first starts, for I guess the first decade of him being Spider-Man, he is a kid. He is. So I understand them doing that, and I'm glad that they did it. But I feel like the weakness of that was he wasn't independent. He was too reliant on everybody else solving his own problem.
Especially the Tony Stark armor stuff.
Yeah, like, and I hated that. I hated that he didn't make his own shit. Tony Stark made his shit. Like, yo, first of all, Spider-Man don't need that. He can make his own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what got me mad was him, like Tony making the different possible, like when he made the Stark suit and he had the different web combinations Peter could do. Yeah. I'm like, how would you know that? Like, nah. Like Tony wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Now if Peter put in his input, I can see where you're coming from. But even with that, like it just reminded me of this generation, like just too much tech shit. You know?
Yeah.
Not basics. And that's why I loved No Way Home, even though the story was a hot mess. I love the fact that it made Peter become independent. Finally.
Yeah.
And finally got rid of the Stark suit. Finally got his own homemade suit, which is very dope.
I do like the new suit.
I do too. Which we haven't really seen a lot of it. We only see it in the final swing. But you know, again, I do love that suit, you know. And I would say for me, aside from that, honestly, the first Marvel shows were pretty good too.
Oh yeah, Loki was great.
Loki was awesome. Shit, WandaVision.
I didn't
expect WandaVision. I didn't expect to like WandaVision. I wasn't even looking forward to that.
I honestly wasn't expecting to like it either, honestly.
And it's one of the best MCU content that they've had in Phase 4.
Yeah, agree.
Definitely Bucky and the Winter Soldier. Love that one. And I know it's not a fan favorite. I understand that.
That one could have been like maybe a little bit longer, like 2 more episodes probably.
Yeah, exactly. It could have went on a little bit longer, but I enjoyed that whole series. I love that series. And again, Moon Knight, I did like that a lot. Could have been better. And Loki, I loved Loki. I didn't even expect to like Loki. I don't even like Loki as a villain, honestly. He was overstaying his welcome. But
I agree.
But this rejuvenated his character. I was like, oh, I'm loving this.
The whole thing with the TVA was great, though.
Yeah, and that's what led to Kang. You know, I didn't expect to get Kang here. I had no idea about it.
Yo.
No fucking idea.
When I found out we were getting Kang, I was like all giddy like a schoolgirl.
Where I was like, oh, Kang, bro. Oh. And speaking of that, which perfectly leads to the AntMan trailer. Jonathan.
This movie's gonna be great.
Oh man, listen, Jonathan Majors. I don't know what he's been eating. I don't know what he's been doing.
I don't know what he's doing, but that man is.
This man is jacked.
It's that Marvel.
I'm worried.
It's that Marvel diet, bro.
Yo, Yo, even in Creed, bro, even in the next Creed,
Yeah, that is
this dude
true.
look
That
like,
is true.
yo, he look like he gonna beat Adonis's ass.
Yo,
I'm
he
like,
looks
my
like a
nigga.
he looks like a menace in that Creed movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, speaking of menace, homie was out here curb stomping Scott, bro.
Yo, King is gonna be a
Curb
problem.
stomping.
I honestly feel like it feels like King is gonna be more of a problem than Thanos ever was.
I ain't gonna hold you. I see that too. And I hope he is, and I'm here
Just from
for
the
it.
trailers, I'm like, oh,
I'm
Ka-
here for it, bro.
I'm like, Kang is gonna wreck shit, bro.
Yo, you saw he was doing the Scott. He was like, yo, you an AntMan, bro. Kang, baby. What you talking to? Like, yo, and literally, he was beating Scott's ass. Like, I still, that's the part of the show I can't even get over, bro. Like,
Oh, me too. Me too.
homie Scott was like, listen, I don't gotta win. I just gotta make sure we both lose, bro.
And that's where
Cold,
we came. That's where
cold,
like
bro.
earlier, like I feel like maybe that trailer towards the end showed a little bit too much.
Yeah, I did too.
Because
But
I feel like that was the ending of the movie that we saw there.
yeah, because now I'm like, okay, well, I don't think that's regular Scott, our Scott. I don't think that's
You
our
think
Scott.
you think it's a variant?
Yeah, because and if I didn't see
I could see
in
that.
the part of the trailer, there's
I could
like
see that.
you see two Scotts split.
Yeah.
If I didn't see that, I would have been like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe that's the final part where maybe Scott died. Scott deletes by Kang, and Cassie got to be the new AntMan, Ant-Woman, whatever she going. You know what I'm saying? I see that happening. But you know what though? Somebody pointed out on YouTube. I forgot who, but Evangeline Lilly, Janet, it's Janet, right?
Janet Van Dyne, yeah.
Yeah, Janet doesn't say anything in the movie.
I did notice that.
In the
She didn't say
trailer.
anything, yeah.
So
I don't think she's dying.
no, maybe not. But something big happens with her.
I think the original Ant-Man and Wasp die.
I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. Because I don't know how long their contracts are for.
Yeah.
So
Because from what I remember, the third movie of the Marvels are supposed to be like them losing
something happens. Yeah,
something happens significantly.
Yeah. Because I know for Iron Man it was his heart, the actor.
Yeah.
For Thor it was his hammer. For
not even his hammer, his homeworld Ragnarok happened.
Oh yeah. That's right. And
Captain America, he left his shield behind and left his country.
And the Avengers. And the Avengers.
Yeah.
Split apart, which led to Thanos winning.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what's gonna happen this time? I'm gonna tell you something too. It's all that little girl's fault. His daughter.
Cassie?
Yeah, it's all her fault.
Yeah,
it is. Like they show you like she struggled. In and out of jail, just like her father. You know what I'm saying? You see her coming out the jail cell. I'm like, yeah. And it's weird. It's funny because I wonder how that scene is going to play out with Paul Rudd. I'm really wondering about that because Ant-Man's whole thing was about Cassie. Doing shit for Cassie and shit. So now, and it's true. Like even if you look at what Kang offered him. Kang was offering him like, yo, I can give you your time back because, when Endgame happens, Scott lost 5 years with Cassie.
Yeah.
And now she's a whole grown ass, woman now. And then you add the extra 5 years from the MCU, from phase 4, years from that. Now it's like she's a grown woman now. And you lost all that time. So of course, Scott would want that back. And I love that part. That part I love. And it seems like we're gonna get like a little deal between him and Kang.
Yeah, definitely.
So I know we definitely saw that. I don't know if you want to talk about it. Apparently we saw MODOK for the first time.
I don't know much. I know a little bit about MODOK,
Yeah, I
but
know very little, very little.
I know they changed his origins for this.
Yeah.
It's Yellow Jacket now. That's MODOK in here because of
Mm-hmm.
what happened in the first
His
AntMan.
name Darren Cross, right?
Darren, I don't remember. Corey Stoll's a great character actor.
Oh, I
That
love
guy's
that dude. Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy's
yeah,
great.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, I have really nothing to say about it because I don't know much about MODOK. I just know about him.
Me too. Like
I don't know his origins. I just know he works for
right,
AIM. That's about it.
right. I only know him from the TV shows. That's
Yeah, that's
why
about
I
it.
know him. I
So
don't.
I can't really bash on it if I wanted to. Like so,
You know what's
I,
crazy? It's like now we getting all of these MODOK fans out of nowhere. Like, where were
well
y'all at?
there was the show with on Hulu with Patton
Oh
Oswalt, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe that's where they came from too, because I heard that was a
Yeah,
pretty good show. I haven't watched it, but
I
I
haven't
heard it was a
watched it
pretty good show.
either.
I might check that out. I might check that out. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the effects look pretty good this time around too.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe
They
that
do.
was me. Maybe because you know what's crazy?
Everybody's comparing it to Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
This is crazy. I mean, it's hilarious though. It's
It is. It is.
hilarious.
It is.
Because you know what's crazy? Like like I told you, I rewatched Iron Man last night.
Yeah.
And the effects then were pretty good. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
some
you
of them
know,
weren't that bad back then, you know?
nah, well, again, this is 2008, so you know, it is kind of like you could see it, but you know, back then it was like, yo,
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because like I saw Jurassic Park not too long ago, and it's crazy how that still holds up, bro.
because they used like
They use
literal
practical and
practical
CGI.
effects. Yeah, they used a combination of both, and I feel like that's what you
That's
need
what's
to do.
missing in today's day, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Like even if like I'm on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
And you know Stan Winston Studios.
maybe, probably.
So Stan Winston Studios are the ones that have created like the Terminator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
Okay,
when they made stuff like that. Like, and I
yeah.
think Aliens and everything big you can think of, they've done.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So
I remember
and a
it.
lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And a lot of the things they've made practical
Oh, speaking of
out of
stuff,
it. Mm.
The Thing, the John Carpenter classic, that practical effects still holds up, bro.
Oh, I haven't seen it in
You
a
have,
minute.
ooh, I saw it recently. Man,
Or
it's crazy how these movies from the 80s, when they use practical effects, it still holds up today in
still
today's
holds up
day and
today.
age.
Today.
To this day.
Today. To
Um,
this day. Shit. Even Terminator. To this day.
and I want to go back to like that's where I liked where the continuation of The Force Awakens, where they use practical and CGI in that one as well.
Yeah, yeah. Like even when you seen like Yoda in The Last Jedi, I'm glad that
hmm
they stuck to practical.
Even
I was like,
even
yeah, yeah.
even in the shows now, the Star Wars shows, they use practical and CGI.
Mm-hmm. I think they use it with Grogu, right?
Yeah, it's a mechanical
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
doll that they control.
Right. And I know like even for the Wookiees, like because I know for the not the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, they had that the dark
Oh
um
yeah,
Wookiee.
I
Like
forgot his name.
I forgot his name too. But yeah, you know, he's practical too. He's in a
Yeah,
suit.
it's just, yeah, it's a dude. I feel bad for those people that it must be hot in that, bro.
For you gotta work like 18 hours or some shit. Yo, you know what I really feel? I feel bad for the dudes that gotta put people that gotta put on like mad makeup.
That takes hours to put on too, man.
Hours, hours. On and off.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, so I'd be like, damn.
And it's funny because I've seen videos of people like waking up at like 5 in the morning to get all this makeup on and stuff like that.
Right. And it's like you gotta be on time too. Like you can't
Yeah.
just, you know what I'm saying? Like especially like if you look at somebody like Drax,
Oh yeah.
Batista, like he got put on mad makeup.
I do notice that they kind of like in Guardians 3 where he's wearing a not like he's sleeveless shirts. So now
Yeah.
you don't have to cover him in full body paint. It's just his
Right.
head
You can just do the
and
head and the arms.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm tired of this, bro.
But going back to Kang real quick, I do love his costume design and all that stuff.
Oh, oh man, we just led right into it too. It's a little tangent, but we just led right into it though. His shit is so comic accurate. I love it. I love it. And I would have never thought we would have got a comic accurate Kang, bro.
I agree.
Especially with the headset.
You know what was one of my biggest
never would've
gripes
thought
with
that.
Thor? He never wore his helmet.
Exactly.
That was one of my big things that I it's a minor thing, but you know, it is
No,
what
it's a
it
big
is.
no. It's a big thing because I hate. That was always my pet peeve with a lot of superhero movies, except for Batman. A lot of superhero movies, if they're wearing masks, especially in Spider-Man, I drives me fucking insane when he does this. He's always taking off his mask in broad daylight, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, picture.
You know they got drones out here, right? Like,
yeah, especially now you can't do that. You just can't just take
yeah,
off
it's
your
the
mask
digital
willy-nilly.
age. Like, if this was like 1960s, I see where you coming from, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it from the 1970s to the 90s, I see where you coming from. But this is the digital age, bro. They gonna see you, and then now you're surprised when Nick Fury pops up, and be like, "Peter Parker, I need your services to Spider-Man." How did you know? Really?
Yeah, right.
Take off your mask every 2 minutes, and he's always, and even in the Toby movies, he did that shit too. I was like, why are you doing that, bro? Put your mask back.
You know, it's funny. I think he did it way more in the Toby movies than they did in the other ones, honestly.
Exactly. Like even when we had the final set piece in the in No Way Home, you know, they were doing that too. Like they were having a conversation without the mask. I'm like, nigga, there's people around. I mean, I was just like, okay. Like,
you know, it's funny. It's Marvel's gonna get crazy now with Kang, and now we're getting Skrulls now involved as well.
Well, the Skrulls ain't really like the Skrulls in the comics.
Yeah, I get it, but there's still a secret invasion going on.
Which I'm very curious how they're gonna work that, because
Me too.
The Skrulls ain't the Skrulls in the comics.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like very peace loving, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't see Captain Marvel, which we're gonna look at. Eventually.
You haven't seen it? Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it. Well, when we do the
slow burn,
reviews,
slow burn.
yeah, we gonna see it.
I'm just prepping you for that when you watch it. It's a slow burn.
You know what? Actually, when I looked at the Phase 1 on Disney Plus, you know, because they show you the whole chronological order.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the first movies.
Which one?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, because they're doing it in chronological order.
Chronological order, right?
We're doing it by phases.
Right. So I thought that was interesting. I mean, well, technically,
well,
it kind of is.
Captain America is the first one.
Right.
And then Captain Marvel.
Right. And then because I think that's how they had it. And then they had like the little side, little mini stuff.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah. The only one I saw was Hail to the King. That's the only one I really remember. And I remember
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad they rectified the freaking Mandarin in Iron Man 3, bro. I'm
glad too.
I hated that angle so much.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like that's where Iron Man 3 mostly gets the bad rap.
Did you ever watch the animated Iron Man show that they had on like Disney Plus?
Armored Adventures?
Yeah.
I love that show.
And when I saw the Mandarin in that, and then I saw Iron Man 3, I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Like, y'all could have just did that. I don't understand why you did it the way y'all did it. Like, and again, I'm not a big Iron Man fan.
Oh, yeah.
I never was until MCU. You know, even like now, I'm not that big of an Iron Man fan, but even like when I seen the old shows and shit,
I'm glad
I wanted to see that. Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up because I wasn't a huge fan of most of these Marvel characters like I am now.
No. Well, until the MCU came out,
I'm a huge Captain America fan now because of the MCU.
Oh, listen, I love Cap in the MCU more than I love him in the comics. Honestly, like, and that's the thing too. Like, I never loved Captain America like that. Never.
The two for me were always Spider-Man and Wolverine. Those were my two favorite.
Right, and they weren't really, and they're not really the main. Avengers.
Yeah, the main. Yeah.
Right, they came like after. They came in the new Avengers. Did you read that?
Yeah, I did.
Yo, that was fucking insane, bro.
You know, I want to now. I want to read ever since you showed me that they have comics for the Batman animated series now.
Oh yeah, did you get into that yet?
I want to read. I want to start reading them now.
Yo, it's crazy because like Red Hood came in. They
Yeah,
introduced Red Hood.
you were telling me about that. I'm like, oh
Yeah, and I
shit.
was like, oh, and even how they did it was actually pretty cool. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Slade popped up too. Deathstroke.
What?
Deathstroke popped up too, which was pretty
Oh
dope too.
man.
Yo, they were doing some cool shit. I was like, word,
I'm
bro.
gonna have to read that.
Yo, it was
I
now.
know they also did there's also an 89 comic, right, as well? 89
Um,
Batman?
yeah. I never saw that. I might get into that. I know they had a Batman Forever comic, which
Oh yeah.
I did see that. I
I
did read
did
that
see
one.
that. I did see
I
that.
didn't read that one. I remember back in the day I was reading that. So that was yeah.
I feel like this is a perfect segue into our next topic, depending on which one you want to get into first.
Which one? Uh oh yeah.
Either
Oh yeah.
either the Nightwing or the Mark Hamill stuff, whichever one you
Let's
want.
get a Nightwing first. Let's get that out the way. So I know
Which to me, when you told me this, I'm like, nah, there's no way Nightwing's gonna lead the Justice League.
nah
There's
he
no
is.
way. There's no
Yes.
way.
Yo, all right, so check it. So I don't know if you read I don't know if you read I don't think you read the recent comics, right?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, so basically we had another crisis. So this was like a
Another
dark
Crisis on
crisis.
Infinite Earths? How many of these we're gonna have each reboot?
Nigga had 15, bro. And the wild part is we just had one 2 years ago.
That's what I was just saying. Like there was
We had
the
one
New
that just
52
ended.
Crisis, right? Or
Right. And
or whatever it was. I don't remember.
nah, the last one was
Wasn't it Watchmen the Clock Doomsday or whatever?
it was a part of it, but it wasn't the one that ended it. It was like the Dark Knight's joy.
Mm, mm.
So like the Batman Who Laughs came back and
Okay.
he got the powers of Dr. Manhattan.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He was a menace.
You want to talk about
Homie
OP?
was a
You want to talk about OP?
yo, man was a menace the whole shebang bang, bro. He was making multi-earths and shit. He beat Perpetua, who's like the one that made planets and shit. Like, yo, them two was having a battle, and Perpetua was throwing the Earth to was throwing a whole Earth at the Batman Who Laughs like a goddamn soccer ball.
They're doing crazy shit out here in these comics.
So they had to beat this dude by having Wonder Woman gain some he became like Golden Woman or some shit.
What?
I'm gonna show you, bro. It was crazy. Superman, Superboy Prime came back. It was great. It was great. You know what Superboy Prime is?
Yeah, I know Superboy Prime is.
Yeah, so he got, oh, that's my favorite dude, by the way. I need to see a movie with him because but yeah, so he came back. It was a whole big shit. Anyway, so that led into the Dark Crisis, which was crazy. And it ended. And so that literally just ended like last month, or a couple like 2 months ago or something like that. So right now, the Justice League is rebuilding, and we're getting into Nightwing issue 100, where where Superman and Diana go up to Nightwing, and they're like, "Yo, check this out. We were building the Justice League, but we feel like the Justice League needs a new leader, and we want you to be that leader."
That's crazy,
basically.
bro. That's crazy.
And it's like, homie getting the whole promotion. Like, but honestly, this has been coming for a very, very long time. Like, Nightwing is literally like, he's the leader. Honestly, he's the Captain America of the DC universe. Honestly, if you really think about it,
it's funny. The three of us, including Brent, we've been talking about Nightwing, how he should be more prominent in like.
Yeah, and it is crazy that he's not. Like, he's the first Robin. Like,
and then you sent me this like this last week. I'm like, oh shit, they're doing stuff with Nightwing.
Yeah, like they're making him and the wild part is this is what Batman wanted. Like, this is what this is what the whole point of being Batman for Bruce was, that he wanted Batman to be what Nightwing is. This is what he wanted his moniker to be. And if you read that issue, we have a very beautiful moment with him and Bruce. And they're talking over Alfred's grave. Because I don't know if you know, but Alfred died.
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yo.
Damn, they killed Alfred, bro?
Yo. You know how he died, bro?
How'd he die?
You want to know?
Was it the Joker?
No. Bane, bro.
Oh, shit.
Bane, son.
Damn.
All right. Let me tell you so this happened in the Rebirth line. So, Bane took over the city, and he had assistance from Flashpoint Batman. Right. So I'm not even gonna get into. Anyway, so Flashpoint Batman and Bane are working together, right? And he was and they kicked Bruce out the city. He was like, "Yo, if you see any heroes come out of here, we killing them." So Damian, in his infinite wisdom, decides to sneak in and thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna get Alfred out so Batman can do his thing." So he runs up on Thomas Wayne, Flashpoint Batman, beats the shit out. Thomas, a Flashpoint Batman beats the shit out of Damian. And Damian Batman, and he's right there. Like, so cut to as you see complete darkness because he knocked Damian out, and you hear a conversation, and Alfred is pleading "Yo, please don't do this in front of the book. If you're gonna do what you gotta do what you gotta do. Please don't do it in front of him." All you hear is snap. No. Then you see Bane over Alfred snapping his neck.
Damn.
Right in front of Dave. Yeah.
Cold-blooded. That's wild.
And Flashpoint Batman's right there just looking. He's like, "Yo, I told you not to come here. This is what's gonna happen." Bro. So that leads into Damian's whole arc too, because he goes back to dispatching criminals. Because he used to do that back in the day, but being Batman changed, whatever. But ever since then, he was like, "Nah, bro, the way ain't working. I'm done. We dispatching these criminals now because this is insane." So it's been a wild ride past couple of years. Which again leads up to what we're getting into now. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, and I don't know, yeah. So me bringing this up is because Robin has been with Batman for so much long. Dick Grayson has been with Batman for so long.
Yeah.
And even seeing his characterization is pretty cool too. I haven't read all the Nightwing stuff, and I'm getting into the older Nightwing story, so I'm trying to get into that. But it's been a journey for him, because Nightwing is so special. Is because he didn't want to be Batman. He didn't want to be Batman in the way that Bruce is. He wanted to be his own man because he's not like Bruce.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that darkness in him like Bruce does. And that's why him being a leader of the Justice League is so special, because this is what it's been leading up to. This is what Bruce wanted. This is what Bruce been training this kid for. Now he's a grown man about to lead the Justice League. So it's insane. It's insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's well deserved, because Nightwing is the GOAT. He's the leader. He's the de facto. He's the one dude, he's the Captain America. And I thought it would have been Superman like that, but no, it's Captain America. It's Nightwing. He is the Captain America of the DC verse. He is the hope of the DC universe, And honestly, in this new, with James Gunn and Peter Safran with their line of movies, honestly, if they're gonna start over, I would start over with a Nightwing movie.
I forgot they're supposed to be lining up the DC movies with the comics as well too.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and honestly, I would start off with Nightwing. I would do that. It's about time, Dick Grayson finally gets a shine. He needs to get a shine, man. Last
I
time we
agree.
saw him was in Batman and Robin.
I feel like it's long overdue, honestly.
Long overdue. And I heard in I don't know if this is true, but I heard in the Dark Knight trilogy, Christian Bale refused to have a Robin.
Oh, did he? I'm not surprised if that was.
And that's why we never got a Robin in that series until that end. Which I felt like, nah, you could have had a Robin in this iteration. I felt like you could have did that.
I agree.
Like, the way that they did it was stupid. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah.
Oh, your name is Robin? Oh, how cool. What?
Oh, wow.
What a
Robin
cool
Drake Grayson? Wow. Crazy. Anyway, yes. So I thought we should talk about that because that's pretty like epic in its own thing. So that's pretty cool. And we'll see where this leads to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So let's get into the Mark Hamill joint. Very sad, but understandable. So apparently we read that Mark Hamill is not going to play the Joker. He retired the Joker. He's not going to play Joker in the animated series anymore.
Joker at all.
Oh, period. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And I really understand, and I love it because
Kevin Conroy's his Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, and it reminds me of that episode remember when the episode when Batman died? They thought that that the dude did it, some nobody did it.
Yeah.
And I think he said something like, without Batman, there's no punchline or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what it is here. That was his ace. That was his Optimus Prime to his Megatron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's just it's sad, but I love it. And I do agree. Like, okay, you should be able to retire that character because y'all both are not together. So I love that. How do you feel about that?
I agree with what he's gonna do, not play Joker anymore since Kevin Conroy's passing. Because like you said, that's his Batman. Well, I said that's his Batman to his Joker.
Right. And I see where they're coming from. And I can't imagine nobody doing a Joker. And I was at that point where I can't imagine anybody being Batman but Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill being the Joker. I can't imagine. They did the character so much justice. But we will see Mr. Hamill do other voice work too.
Yes.
So he's not done with doing voice work, period. It's just he's not going to do the Joker anymore. You know what I mean? Yo, wait. I wonder if he did Suicide Squad too.
Is Joker in it?
I don't know, but I wonder if he did. If he is.
If he's in it, then that's probably his last
one,
Joker
right?
As well.
Because I know Harley Quinn is in it. I don't know if we're gonna see a flashback of that. I don't know. Or maybe, she'll get hit with some psychotic, some gas and she'll see the Joker and it'll be Mark Hamill. I don't know. But, like we said, RIP to the GOAT, the best Batman that ever lived, Mr. Kevin Conroy, made my childhood, made Buggy's childhood. He made a lot of kids' childhoods, man. Rest in power. You know what I mean? Ooh.
And I guess the last topic.
Got me a little emotional, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
It's okay.
Missed it. Yeah, so last thing to talk about, Invincible season 2 trailer. We didn't get anything.
It was just a fourth wall breaking trailer, honestly.
Which was actually pretty cool.
I thought, like I said earlier in the video, I thought it was a cool way of doing a trailer, honestly.
Just letting us know it's coming this year. Don't worry about it. It's coming. Don't worry about it. We're working on it. We ain't gonna tell you everything. And I love the fact that they showed like storyboards and stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Cool. And a call back to when this dude, when the what was it? I forgot. Alan? No, what was his name? The alien dude?
Yeah, I know you're the Seth Rogen character. I don't
yeah, Seth
remember
Rogen.
his name right now.
I can't believe, and I've read the shit too, and I forgot his name. When the alien was like, "Yo," so I went to Iraq, went there, and still ain't find it. Apparently, it's been a year, still ain't find it, which is hilarious. Yeah, but I man, that first season, bro, was insane. It's insane.
It's funny because I wasn't expecting the show to be that great because I went in there not knowing what the hell Invincible was about.
Right,
and then once I got towards the end of the episode and I saw that ending scene, I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
That's what a lot of people was like, yo.
Because I saw the beginning, I'm like, oh, this is just them making fun of the Justice
superheroes. Yeah. Right.
And I'm like, oh look, there's the Flash, there's Batman, there's Wonder Woman, and then at the end, all dead. I'm like, what? All dead.
And the way how they went out was insane.
Oh,
that was brutal. Like on some the Boyz type shit. Like,
and you know what's funny? I'm glad you brought that up because I shown my friends Invincible, and they're like, oh, it's so. And then that ending scene happened. They're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yo, is there more? Yeah, it's wild. Like, but they did make some changes though. Like, I know for sure. So in the comics, Amber was first she was white. She wasn't black. I don't know why I don't know why they changed that, but it's whatever. And I hated Amber that first season, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I get why you hated her.
Well, I didn't hate her until she found out about Morgan, and she was like, the fact I forgot what her problem was. I think it was the fact he lied or something like that. I was like,
yeah, but even then, I'm like, bro, but you have to have a secret identity to protect the people that you love, like.
Yeah, I'm like, are you serious right now?
That's where one of my issues with her. I'm like, is she really like this right now?
Let me. I'm not gonna give it away, but she gets her due. Just.
Oh damn. Oh.
Just.
In this show, in this show, I have no idea what that means, but I'm interested in seeing what that means.
Just for those of you that read it, you know what I'm talking about. But just. Oh, she gets her due. She gets her due. Don't worry about
man. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I mean, she's not dead, but it's just like she just trusts.
She gets her due. I get it.
Wow. What else did they change? I think they changed because I didn't notice this until I saw it the second time. So in the comic, when they fought Wildebeest, not Wildebeest, the tiger dude.
Yeah.
Was it? Damn, what was his name? Battle Beast.
Battle Beast, yeah.
That menace, bro. So
when he showed up, I'm like, that guy's a problem.
Yo, he was a mega problem. Like, yo, because remember, you saw when what's the name was there, right? AntMan was there.
Yeah.
He was there in the distance. You didn't see that in the comic. You don't see him anywhere in the comic. When that happened, but yo, AntMan was there. He's like, nah, I don't want that smoke, bro. But I will say this though, Battle Beast is stronger than you think.
Okay.
He's a pro. He fights this one character. When you get to like further into the show, and it's like, I can't tell you about proof. Yeah.
I did read that minor spoiler that Mark does have a brother.
And this you'll see him in season 2.
Yeah, because I remember I was reading. I think I read like the first like page because when I was at like a bookstore or something like that, and I saw like Invincible. I was just skimming through it. I'm like, oh shit, Mark has a brother. Okay, putting this down. I'm not gonna read anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that. Yo, don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it. Because
enough said.
And I'm just gonna tell you, each season is gonna get better than the last one.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And I will say this, and this is not a spoiler. Mark will get his ass whipped.
Oh, constantly. I believe it.
Constantly.
I believe it.
Each season, he will get his ass whooped constantly.
I
Worse than the last. And I'm not even joking. I'm dead ass serious.
That's one of my favorite tropes about the opening of the show. Where every time they say his name, there's just more blood
More
splatter all over
coming.
his
Yeah,
name.
I love that. I love that. I love that, yo. The way his father whooped his ass.
Yo.
Yo, that man was
Think,
nuts,
Mark,
bro.
think.
He said, "That's okay. I can just make another kid. What's 17 more years to me?" I was like, God damn. It is crazy too, because everybody thinks he's like a shit father, like
Oh yeah.
one of the worst fathers ever in ever. And I'm like, one, I've seen worse, and two, you gotta see more of him to because you gotta see more to understand why he's like that. Because there is a reason why he's like that. There's a reason.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, it's not like he's just an evil asshole. Like it's not. He's not Homelander. He's not Homelander. There's a different reason why he's like that. And when you get to season 2 and season 3, you'll find out why he's like that. And his character arc is crazy too. Nolan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. Especially when you get to that secret with him. Yeah, I can't even see. I can't even say much, man. That's crazy. So I hate the fact that I've read this twice because I can't really say what I want to say. All I can tell you, bro, is this ain't nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Bro.
He's saying enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride, y'all. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Like it's gonna get crazy. But yeah, overall though, really quick, I did like the trailer was cool. I like the fact that they didn't show much, and it's funny that they didn't, because I remember the first season they did.
Oh, they did.
They showed they showed some, they showed scenes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But this time they didn't show nothing. It was like, oh, that's how to tell you something going down. It's gonna be big.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh man, I can't wait for y'all to see that, because it's crazy. Was it 13 episodes or the first one?
I think it was like close to 20 probably. Let me see. Hold on.
I feel like it was less than that, no? I feel like it was less than that. I feel like it was like 10 to 13. Because I remember they're all like an hour.
Yeah, they are all an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Yeah. But I think it was like 13 episodes or something like
that. 8 episodes.
Oh, it was 8. Okay, so it was shorter than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, but they were all like long episodes, like you said.
Right, like it was like, yeah. But the crazy thing was though, the fact that it got greenlit for like 2 more seasons, like way before it came out. I think it was before it came out, or like the first week it came out, they announced it was going to be 2 extra seasons after this. I was like, damn. Which I'm surprised, but I'm really not surprised, because the whole story is great. The whole story takes the superhero genre, flips it on its head, and I feel like I like definitely. This, and I feel like I liked it when they did it more here than what they did on the Boyz. I feel like, but like I said, you'll see when you get to further seasons, you'll see. Whoo, it's crazy. So Buggy, any more to add to that, or you good?
No, that's about it.
All right, bet. All right. You got anything you want to shout out or anything before we head out? Because we about to head out.
No, the only thing I'm doing right now, watching the Marvel movies like we're supposed to.
Yep.
And on the side, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm also watching the old Godzilla movies.
Yeah, you was telling me that. How's that going?
Yeah. It's funny looking at all these old movies back in the day, especially the ones in the 50s, because they use a lot of the same stock images for certain scenes. And I noticed like they use toys for like battle tanks and like planes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hilarious. But I loved it as a kid. I was
it's funny how that movie from 1954 spans so many movies, bro.
Yeah. I think they made one later on, not the recent one that came out with Godzilla vs King Kong, not that one, not the 2014 one.
Yeah,
but there was like another one that came out like in around 2005 or 6 in Japan, where it's like they kind of modern it.
I think you're
And
talking about Shin Godzilla.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I heard that was crazy.
See, that one's interesting because I was watching a video on it recently, and it's one of those Godzilla movies where you see where Godzilla looks like as a young
Or Youngling?
a youngling, and then slowly evolve over time in the movie.
Oh, he gotta be like the biggest kid in the class, because you know what I
So
love about
I
yeah, go
I
ahead,
just
guys. Sorry.
I just recently bought the Godzilla the Showa era films from those are the films from 1954 to 1975. Now the reason I bought it is because some of the movies are missing on YouTube. Um, I think the only one that's missing is King Kong versus Godzilla. I can't find it anywhere, so that's one of the reasons why I bought it to watch it.
You want to know something? I've never seen King Kong,
Really,
and the only reason I have it is because it is. I don't know why it's stupid, but I'm scared of his face.
I get it. I've seen the old
Like,
images of King Kong.
yeah, it's terrified the fuck out of me as a kid.
And
Like,
the reason I'm going back to watch all these movies is because I've only seen the ones from like the 80s and and like the late 70s and stuff like that.
yeah, like the old black and white ones,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Them they was wild, bro.
yeah,
Even that Godzilla was scary too. He looked kind of wild too. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I saw a video of like the different iterations of Godzilla throughout the time, and
yeah.
the one from the 80s was the most aggressive one, honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was an asshole. He was just like, well,
Yeah,
fuck everybody.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get my way to Chinatown right now. Fuck all of y'all. I'm trying to get this meat out here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting on them to make the Heisei era because the only one they have is the one from the 50s to the 70s.
Got you. You know what my favorite one? Planet X. That was my favorite one. Cause I think that's when the nigga was dancing on the planet, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Oh,
Oh my God.
that was hilarious. I loved every minute of it, yo. I ain't gonna hold you though. I think his biggest nemesis, we gotta do an episode on this, but I think his biggest nemesis was the three-headed dragon one. King Ghidorah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his biggest problem. He was always struggling with King Ghidorah. Always struggling. He needed help, King Ghidorah.
It's funny watching these old movies. It makes me appreciate these newer ones a lot more.
Yeah. Like I feel like the newer ones, the 2014 and King Kong vs. Godzilla, like they really like paid good homage, and I feel like they really did them justice too, which I'm glad that it's successful, because now we're gonna get more movies because of that now.
Yes.
You know, and so I'm here for that shit. What?
I am too.
Yo.
I am too.
Yo, did you see the 1996 one?
Though
Come with me.
How could I forget that
P
one?
Diddy did the
How could I forget?
did the soundtrack.
How could I forget that Godzilla? Or what everybody
Like
likes to,
that
or what everybody likes to refer to him now as Zilla.
Zilla. Yo, you know they did a cartoon?
Yeah, I saw the cartoon when I was younger.
I did too.
So
I'm trying to find it though.
apparently in that Zilla in that cartoon is the egg that hatched in the live action movie.
Right. And they got to like control him and shit. So he was with the good guy. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That was a good series.
It was.
I remember it was a good series. I remember that. I remember the last episode, he was about to fight some big ass monster shit or something like that.
And it's funny too because it was all like original monsters too. It wasn't like
yeah, it wasn't the same, monsters from back in the day. It was like like they made up new monsters and shit, which was pretty good. You know what? I feel like we should do an episode on Jeff Klein's animation. This is the same dude that did Rusty and the Big Guy and Rusty, MIB the series. He did do Transformers Prime. He did do the G.I. Joe joint. They had a new G.I. Joe cartoon.
Okay,
I don't know if you
didn't know
remember that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had a new. It didn't really go. It wasn't as successful as Transformers, because I think that GI Joe only had like one season and that was it.
Okay.
So they did that. They've been very prolific in the animations for a very long time. I don't think they're doing anything anymore because I haven't seen anything from them in a long time. But we need to talk about them shows. Them shows was lit, bro.
I'm down.
Yeah, definitely lit. But all right, y'all. So sorry about that. You know, we're a little bit long about that, but you know, we had a good conversation, had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. So we're gonna get out of here. Also, guys, thank you for watching. Do me a favor, guys. Comment down below on the stuff that you want to talk about, whether it be anime, manga, comic books, movies, monster movies, whatever. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and we'll discuss it on the show and shout you out. You know what I'm saying? So do that for us too. Please do that for us. All right, y'all. We'll get out of here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Love you guys. Be safe. Have a good one.